Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a special edition of Not Your Enemy Speak Out Sessions. I'm your girl Shannon with the amazing Mr. Gerald White.
Merry Christmas.
Holiday edition. um, yeah, so today we just decided to do a bonus episode where we're really just celebrating the holiday, celebrating each other, and we thought it would be fun to just have the Jared and Shannon show today.
Yeah, just a fun day to talk about the holidays. I know this is your favorite time of the year. I know when you asked me, I was a bit Scrooge's about it, but I secretly do like this time of the year because I like that warm fuzzy feeling. I really look forward to that warm fuzzy feeling. I feel like everyone is somewhat in a good spirit, in a good mood. You can really feel that Christmas vibe in the air. So like I do, and I love it when we get to like the couple of days or the day before Christmas because you can really feel that vibe.
Yeah, and like all the Christmas movies, like this is literally my favorite time for a multitude of reasons. But yeah, I'm so excited we're doing this.
Thanks.
So let's play a game. No,
What game are we playing? I know we were playing games.
it's just a question game
Oh,
where we ask each other questions and we have to answer honestly. But we'll start light and just say like, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
my favorite. I have a couple, but like my staples, of course, is Charlie Brown. Like I always start with Charlie, CB, the legendary. I just love how analytical he is and how he's always in his head and how it always is a problem. And every year I just want him to do so much better, but it's always the same shit. And I'm always like, come on, Charlie, you know you can think better than this. But Charlie Brown, The Grinch, Nightmare Before Christmas. I feel like none of my Christmas movies are like that cheery vibe. They're very but The Grinch, at least his heart grows three sizes
Oh,
bigger
wait,
after
do
that.
you like the cartoon Grinch or do you like Jim Carrey Grinch?
If I can find a cartoon Grinch, I will go the cartoon Grinch route.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy Jim Carrey's Grinch, but I love the cartoon one.
Okay. See, like, yeah. Okay, so we're polar opposites when we come like Home Alone. I love that. If I had to pick between Home Alone 1 or 2, like I actually prefer the New York one. I just think the pranks and most people don't agree with me, but it's like the pranks he plays on um oh my gosh, the Sticky Bandits as they call themselves. I literally cry every time. Like I laugh hysterically. Um I do like The Grinch Stole Christmas and Elf with what is it? Is it Will Ferrell?
Ooh, that's a good one too.
It's a good one, but it's always on. And then I actually got put onto this. I just watched it again. People are gonna judge me. Like what is it? 6 years ago. The National Lampoon's Christmas movie.
Ooh,
I did not know how funny that movie was, but
it's a good one.
another gem that I like to watch.
Now
Oh,
we were talking about this before we started the show. Like, what are the Black Christmas movies? Because I feel like there aren't this huge array that are like our go-to. Like outside of This Christmas, like you said, and maybe The Preacher's Wife with Whitney. I think that's a very Christmassy movie, but I feel like there has to be more that we're like missing.
the recent one that I like is what's is it called is it Last Christmas with Monique and
Mm.
Gabrielle Union. Again, I really like to laugh like during the holidays, and I actually really like when it's like a big family movie. So, but I don't know any other like the soul food count
That
or
doesn't count. That's Thanksgiving. Well, no, they go through all the seasons in Soul Food.
yeah.
But now, wait, is it which one? Is that the one with Chris Brown in it? Because
Well,
there's two movies that are similar. There's one with Chris Brown.
that's This Christmas, and
Okay,
then is it called Last Christmas?
and I know there's one with Monique, but are they in the same movie?
No, it's two different movies.
Okay,
Last came out like a couple years ago, and This Christmas has been out for I think at least a decade because I
okay.
have a short in it and brain fart, but people in it, people. I can't. I don't. Oh, Lauren London was in This Christmas.
Hmm.
But I don't know, I didn't grow up on, like I'm trying to think, like, black people being in church and we watch Home Alone or, like,
Right.
that's you know what I mean? I don't have any, but maybe there's someone needs to make more
Does Tyler Perry have any? Does Medea do? I'm sure Medea has a bunch of Christmas movies.
movie, but I don't that's not what I watch because, I think the one oh, yeah! Yes, he does have a Christmas one, and it's with Tika Sumpter.
Mhm.
Again, geek of movies right here. Um, not my go-to, but yeah, he has one.
No,
He has
I feel you. Um, what's your favorite part of the holidays? Now we talked about the movies. What's like your favorite part?
I really like and this year, unfortunately, it's not happening. I really like when my family gets together. Um, we usually do Christmas Eve and we drink and we eat and we play games. I make up games. We do a made up charades. We usually sing. We do a little twerking. I don't twerk because I can't do it.
What you mean you can't twerk?
I
What you mean you can't twerk, Shannon?
can't twerk. So new fact about me. I don't twerk. I can wind really good. You put on some
Okay.
reggae music, it's like, the twerking, it's like I'm not Meg Thee Stallion, so I don't even try. You know,
You're not getting on your knees. You're not doing the
it's not my ministry, and so no, I don't do that. I can do a
Wait,
little pop.
pause. I didn't mean getting on your knees. I mean like making sure you.
I know, but you see how I played off that? Yeah, I can do a little pop here and there, but we ain't on Meg Thee Stallion, so I don't do. Yeah, it's a fun time. So yeah, that's my favorite part, and we usually have pajamas on, so it's not like you got a lot of room to eat
Mhm.
and be merry.
I think it's just this time of the year. Like it's really that feeling of it's so you can definitely feel it in the air. Like this is it's the weirdest time. Like it's like one no, it's not. But when the summertime is coming, you can feel that summer vibe. And it's just something about this time of the year where you can really feel it and feel that energy. And that has always been something that I've looked forward to, even when I'm not having a great year, or even when it is a stressful moment. You can always find that one time where you're like, yo, something feels warm and fuzzy on the inside. So I look forward to that. But you brought up family.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you, how do you deal with family during the Christmas season, during any holiday season? Because although we love them to death, they will get on your nerves. I was just with my family yesterday and it was, I don't want to say shit show, but it was a bit of a shit show. So how do you deal with that?
How did you deal with it?
Cried in the corner, just like, no, I didn't cry in the corner. I just had to, I think sometimes it's difficult with family because we are adults now, but when you are with your family, sometimes you do feel like a child in those moments. So it was really, I
I'm gonna
don't even know.
give you my honest feedback. So, majority of my family is women.
Yeah,
Obviously fiance and KJ's, and so there's a little bit more men, but like predominantly women. Usually, always an emotional roller coaster. Love my family, love y'all. But I'm gonna tell you the unhealthy way that I deal with every holiday, which is probably why I have a great time every holiday. Alcoholic beverages. I'm just
but see that incites it more. I feel like that cranks it up a notch once it gets to that point because you know the point. Because
yeah,
all families get into it.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm a happy, warm, fuzzy. I don't want to call myself a drunk, but like if I have alcohol, you know what I'm saying? Like when I have alcohol, I don't. I'm more of like, hey, let's party, like positive vibes. So for me, that's just something that loosens me up, and like I don't really think about the
What's
side
happening?
comment over there, or people commenting on like the food, like stuff that really doesn't matter. So I really focus on just enjoying and vibing out. I can't say that's the healthiest way to like whatever, but I sip and I
You
take
let it happen.
and I just enjoy what I can enjoy. Like people are gonna be people. Everyone has their own moods and stuff like that. And I've just learned like their family, they are who they are. So you just rock out and
And
drink
I
and
think in sidebar, you're not a drunk because it is now 11 a.m. that we're recording this, and there's definitely whiskey in this hot cocoa, and I am hot.
Currently not drinking, but again, I will say, I'm drinking for both of us right now. I will say I don't. That's how I cope. So now, if someone wants to give me some other coping mechanisms for what they do with family or us, like let us know. But that's how I get through um family drama and personalities that clash with mine.
Yeah, and we would definitely love that advice. Maybe Anna could help us out with something. That would be great. And I think that, sorry, Anastasia. I think that you hit on something with allowing people, accepting and allowing people to be themselves, and just not trying to control the narrative of what's happening, and just letting it be what it is, because you can't do anything at that point.
Pretty much, and they could ruin your whole day. So why
The
would
whole day, the whole day.
so sometimes it happens, but I really have been focusing on doing that. But Anna, we might have you come back and talk about holiday coping mechanisms.
That'll be that. That's a good. That'll be a good episode for next year. Just like once the holiday season starts, like exactly what should we do? Because there's a lot of things like we can't forget that we are going through a pandemic. There's a lot of people who have lost their lives. There are a lot of people who lost their jobs. There are a lot of people who are in, you know, who may be stuck in some unhealthy situations because of the results of this year. So there might be a lot of people who are, granted, we, have been able to have blessed experiences this year. Not every experience was so great, but we've had a blessed year. But there are a lot of people out there who are coping. So I hope that everyone's taking care as best they can.
Absolutely. And honestly, I think that it's kind of like a humbling moment because this year is like the first year where I can't really be around like do the whole family thing that we usually have done. And yesterday was fun. We popped at my grandma's house because again, with COVID, like we can't really be around her like that. And we sung carols at her door. We did
You
not.
sung?
We did, but it wasn't like hard. But it was actually really fun. We sang three songs. Is that right? Three? Yes. We did Jingle Bells, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Silent Night. It was fun, but stuff like that, it's like we're corny. We're that corny family that does stuff like that. But
That is so freaking cool. How many of it were you guys out there? Was KJ out there too?
it was out there. We had our masks on. Like 6 or 7 of us.
Uh-huh.
Maybe there, and we let her give her gifts to us, and then we sang and we bought her dinner, and that was kind of like
That's beautiful, Shannon.
a mini like Christmas celebration. Cause yeah, so some people aren't able to connect with their family. So I figure, let's be creative. And my heart goes out to people that really enjoy this time because I know it sucks when you can't like turn up with your family like you want to.
That is so beautiful. I have a small family on my mom's side. Not as close with my dad's side of the family, but we've always did come together. Even with my mom's side of the family, always have come together, even in those moments of strife with your family. And I think that in itself is a testament to that love and bond that you have. Because even though you come together knowing damn well it ain't going to be a good turnout.
Right, where people gonna be late, and it was cold outside, but we made it, we did it, and she appreciated it. She was very surprised.
Oh, well, Merry Christmas to your family and your grandma. Speaking of carols, like, what do you have a favorite Christmas soundtrack or song or
Yep, sure enough, do sure
what?
enough. Motown Christmas.
Okay,
I don't even know how many. That was in the '90s, but it has TLC on it. I think it has. I might be mixing my albums up, but TLC, Temptations. Dang, who else is on it? Boys to Men. Let Us Know.
okay.
That's the vibe. So I do all R&B Black Christmas. See, now there we go. Might not have a Black Christmas movie, but
But we got black songs.
yes we do. Yes we do. So the Temptations. What is the song? Now that I'm having a brain fart, is it Silent Night? Yes, Silent Night.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know the TLC song, but it's like "Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year."
You know what's so dope about that song? It's so like fresh that it feels like a song that you can play like any other time of the year. Like it doesn't just seem like a Christmas song to me.
So that's my vibe, and then the second album, classic, In Sync.
Really?
First of all, I'm gonna put you on to NSYNC's Christmas album. It's actually very good. Oh,
I didn't even know they had a Christmas album. Sorry.
we're gonna go offline and I'm gonna give you the album and you're gonna never wanna stop turn it off.
Really?
Some bop
Oh,
song.
I didn't know that. Well, mine is Tamar Braxton's Christmas album. If you ever, I love her Christmas album.
I am with Tamar.
Huh?
I went to California to go see her in concert.
Really? I like Tamar a lot.
I do. I love her. I love her Christmas album, and Fantasia's is also a gem too.
Really. I like Tamar has a song called "She Can Have You" on her album. It is such a good R&B like song. Like I don't care if it's Christmas, New Year's Eve, Halloween. I'm gonna be alone on Christmas, but she can have you. And
Yes.
every time I play that song, I go right to that song. Every time I like the first beginning of Christmas, I go right to that song for some reason. I don't know if that's a healthy thing to do, but
I can sing. I don't care what she sings. I'm just like, all right, I'm in my feelings every time. So yes, she does have a good Christmas. And Jessie J does too. So Jessie J, if I'm like into soul, like deep R&B, it's Jessie J, Tamar Braxton, and Fantasia. They all have Christmas albums, and like if I want to be in my feelings on Christmas,
go right to the R&B. And oh, Donny Hathaway's "This Christmas." That's also a classic, a staple. We may not have like you said, we may not have Black Christmas movies, but we definitely got some Black Christmas songs.
yes. Did you see Jingle Jangle on Netflix?
Yes, I did. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was cute.
Yes, it might be my new like Christmas vibe kind of movie, but yeah, we probably need some more.
Yeah, it was definitely cute. What else did I see this past season? I saw Holiday with I think it was Emma Roberts is her name.
Yeah, I saw the preview I didn't see it yet.
It was cute. Like it started out on Chris no, it started out that Thanksgiving and she was just getting shit for not having a date. And then her aunt would always have a different date. So she was like, "Oh, you should find someone to go on dates with you." So she goes to the club um, that night and meets a guy, and then they come up with a scheme of being each other's dates for each holiday, starting the New Year's Eve. And then they were dates on, and of course they. I'm not gonna tell you the end, but
Well, I mean, it's kind of like they fall in love.
yeah, they fall in love, and then they go through the motions. Because it's like, how can you spend these like precious holidays with somebody each every month or each every other month and not fall in love with somebody, especially during Christmas?
Christmas just gives you that vibe. It gives you that vibe.
That's how you get caught up there and you being freaking married by the time February comes around.
Possibly. Or that's it's cuffing season, as they call it. Cuffing.
Well, if you ain't cuffed by now,
I know. I
you
know.
you lucked out. It's gonna be a cold, dark summer, a cold, dark winter for you. Sorry, sorry, sweets. Speaking of cuffing season and the season of giving,
Yeah.
there's a very important part of Christmas that we all love. We all love presents and gifts and things. You're a married woman though, but I think this can apply to friends and coworkers and things like that. This can
Yeah.
apply to everybody actually. What are your rules on gifting? Like, is it? Well, if you gave me a gift, I'll give you a gift. If you ask me what I wanted for Christmas, therefore I know I'm gonna get something. Or are we just giving just because it's the season of giving? Or should there be a little bit of exchange?
Honestly, I don't feel like I had gift giving rules until I hit like 30 and I was like, yeah, I'm broke. Uh, so I don't know, like I don't know about you. My first corporate job, I was like, I did not know the rules of gifting. So like I got gifts from my boss, I got gifts from people. I'm like, fuck, I gotta give all these people gifts. So
Same.
I spent money on like everybody, and then someone was like, I forgot who picked me to the game. Like, your manager, no, your manager is making way more than you. One, and two, like you don't have to give your manager a gift just because they gave you a gift. And I was like, what? Okay, like or like the VP was giving gifts. Like you don't gotta give them a gift just because they give you a gift. So I don't give to actually receive back ever in life, but I always felt like bad if you gave me something. I'm like I wouldn't even think twice about you.
Mhm.
That's how y'all grow broke. Like that's how we go broke at Christmas. So even with my family, we're all older. We're it's like so we're no longer like children. So what was that, 3 or 4 Christmases ago, I literally bought stuff for every cousin, like, I was like, "I don't have money." So now we do, like, a Secret Santa for the adults and, like, the kids, y'all can spoil, but for the adult people, we do Secret Santa for, like, the extended family, and then, if I pick my cousin, like, that's the only cousin that's gonna get something from me, and nobody takes offense, so that's, like, a new rule that we've kind of come up with, and then for friends, I don't really expect anything, um, but I do give to friends, whether it be small or large, um, but keyword is friends. I wanna say close friends, because then you have associates and funny, you know what I mean? So, like,
They don't
I'll
get nothing. Associates
it's
don't get nothing.
it's like, don't expect anything. I feel like when we're old enough where, like, I don't really need gifts, like, if we are friends and we rock with each other, we rock with each other. So I give with the sense of I don't expect anything back, and I also don't give out of, like, um what is that word that I'm thinking of? Like, I don't give with a sense of like I need to give you a gift or like I'm gonna feel bad or like a pity thing where it's like, oh, I'm supposed to give you a gift because we're friends for whatever. Like y'all know I love you and we know the situation of each other's lives, so it's not a thing of I need to give all my best friends gifts. I send
Mhm.
Christmas cards. I
Yes.
check in. That's
That's my only thing. Christmas cards. Like I feel as though if you send me a Christmas card, I would give you because Christmas cards are you can buy a pack of
yeah,
10,
yeah,
and you can send out Christmas cards, and stamps are not that much money. Well, some people, you know what I mean. But those are things where you can, if you receive, you can give back. Because like I feel like if someone takes the time out to make a card like you did, the lovely card that you did for your family, or someone takes time out to write something out for you, that's something that you can like quickly do to
yeah,
show your appreciation. I've always been, if because I did the same thing that you did for when I started first working. Everybody got gifts. My boss got gifts. All the whole family got gifts. Like it was like one of those types of experiences. But now what I do, like if I can't give for Christmas, mainly not because I can't do it, because I know that y'all don't need all this shit anyway. I'm trying to buy me some stocks and bonds and save up for a freaking house. I
right.
like to do for birthdays. So
Yes,
like if I don't do for Christmas, I'll do for birthdays.
yeah,
And I think that has been because I do and then you don't have to worry about spreading your money so thin, and you can give, like when your birthday comes around, I can give you a really nice birthday gift if I didn't give you something for Christmas, or and vice versa. And of course my mom is, that's like the one person where I'm like, I at least got to give her something, even if it's like a little small something. Like she's someone that I know, like you got to give something to. So I was just curious to see how. But also, what are your rules for? But you see, you out of the game now. But what about dating rules for gifting? Like, how does that work? Like,
yeah.
what do you think is the optimal solution there?
First of all, I am not married yet, but we're there. And I know. People are like, Shannon, stop. You're married. Okay, it's fine. But I remember like I remember the first gift we gave each other, and he spent way more than I spent on him. And I was like, damn, I feel bad.
No, that's a good thing. That's a good sign, girl.
But still, it's like I for me, my personality, it's like I want it to be balanced. I don't want you to feel like, okay, you're putting forth all this effort, the thought, and then I give you something. I'm like, okay, I thought it was cute. Um,
Was it socks?
huh?
Was it socks?
No, 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 no. So I did something cute, and I was like, so I think this was Valentine's Day or something. Sorry, Josh, I'm gonna throw this out there. He's not embarrassed. It's fine. So I got him. I filled up a box of Hershey Kisses because we were
Yeah.
long, and I gave him like boxer like necessity things like boxers and I think an Eagles blanket because he's an Eagles fan and something else. I forgot. And I sent it. Like I was like, like I give you 100. Like I got it on Pinterest. It was like something like, oh, a bunch of kisses for all the missed kisses.
Hey,
I got jewelry, so I was like, all right.
but Valentine's Day is one of those things where you can do something sweet. Like one time I did, not gonna tell you for which person this was. I did like condoms in the shape of a heart on the bed, and that was like my thing. But then I also cooked that night, and I also, she wanted a jacket, so I got her a jacket, and but then there's been times where I've taken uh, 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 significant others to Philly for a trip. Those are what you do for. So I think like Valentine's Day is one of those things where it can just be like a little balance. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be as equal.
No, it doesn't. But I don't. First of all, I know exactly what you're talking about. In every
Because she was there.
so it's fine. um, yeah, I don't think I have rules. I just kind of go with the flow. Maybe I should just caveat. I'm not really like a materialistic like kind of person, so I don't
I
care
am.
what I get. You know what I'm saying? Like I never was like, oh, get me this. There was always like a sweet gesture behind it, and I give without the incentive of wanting something back. So,
Right.
um, I've never had like rules to it. I just kind of figure out where we are in the relationship and kind of go with how the vibe is. Like if you're buying me jewelry, I'm like, okay, I gotta step my game up. Like I might buy you a watch. That has happened. I also, again, female. Sorry, I've bought in shoes.
Right. And sidebar, there is going to be a hot sign. You do not buy shoes. Okay, well you're good. You got the ring because you know the old wives' tale. You don't buy shoes because that's how they walk out your life.
I understand that, but I have purchased shoes for more than one man, and they have not walked out of my life. But the recent one, we're getting married and we have a child. So,
He liked it and he put a ring on it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we talking about.
so yeah, I don't have rules. I'm probably the wrong person to ask, but I do put thought in my gifts. So anything you get from me is like a genuine gift. I feel like people would say that about me. So, yeah, I'm a pretty solid gift giver for the most part. I
Well,
don't have
I'm a pretty solid gift receiver. I want them all. I want them wrapped up. I want them big, small, medium size.
Are you okay? Well, that's I guess because it's like some people like gifts and that's fine. But you got to give too at some point.
No, I know. I'm very, no. You know I'm a sleep sweetheart. I give. I give. I was just curious, just because the way that the dating landscape is set up, the way that the friendship landscape is set up. Like, there's people out here who are dating 5 and 6 people at the same time, and everyone's on the equal tier. It's just like, well, how do you balance that out? Like, how do you can't. Someone told me something about a situation that they were in the other day, and I'm like, this person does not deserve a gift. After you told me what you're doing with this individual, they do not deserve a gift, because I feel like sometimes that causes more problems down the line.
Well, some people, like I said, I don't give out of like guilt or like pity or anything like I don't give because it's like, oh, I feel guilty you gave me something. Like I give because just like sorry guys, I'm gonna say this. Just like if someone says I love you, right?
Mhm.
If someone says I love you, I don't say it back unless I mean it. Because I feel like if you just say it out of like a what where do I think about? Out of like a requirement of the response, like the appropriate response because someone says I love you, that's not genuine. I
No,
want you
I
to
feel you.
mean it and whatever. So and even when me and Josh first got together, I don't remember who said I love you for. No, I do. I do. He did. But I did not immediately say it back because I wanted it to mean something. And so that's again, I'm not going to give you something just because you gave me something. Like that's not how I operate in life. But
Just to get on that topic, you remember Claxton. I remember the first time I told him I love him, and it like slipped out my mouth, and he was in the bathroom, and he walked out. He was like, "You say what?" It's like olive juice.
oh, you know what? Funny thing. Let's talk about when Josh said I loved you. He told me I loved you the day like after he broke up with me, and I said what? I was like, it's just too much, and I was like, what did you say? So I was angry. So that would not be the time to respond. I love you back. You guys are getting all the gems of my relationships. I should do a relationship episode, but
Should we do one of those? That's gonna be spicy. I don't have nothing to say about that.
but yeah, no, it came back and it was a genuine response. I was like, that's what I'm all about giving genuine.
Yes. And it should be genuine, and for people, if you don't get the response that you want back, it is not any reflection on you. It is just not the time nor the moment, and that's okay.
Perfect gem dropper right there. Um,
Perfect.
so I don't even know how long we've been on, but I didn't keep track. I'm sorry. I have a question. A
Is
fun
it
fact.
spicy?
It could be depending on your response. I want you to tell me one thing that you like that no one knows about you and or that I don't know about you, and I'll do the same. Just a fun fact about yourself.
I feel like you know. I feel like you know a lot. Jeez, a fun fact that you don't know about. Oh, I was the valedictorian of my fifth grade class in elementary school.
Ooh.
That was I was because
Rest in
I was a smart kid all through elementary school. I don't know what has happened since then, but
peace. Yeah,
but yes, I was the fifth grade valedictorian of PS 299 here in Brooklyn.
New York.
I just have my mom she's like prepping up because she's retiring next year, so she's like throwing out all this stuff, getting her shit together. She just gave me my the award that they gave me at the thing. I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? But then I looked at it, I was like, oh shit, this is my valedictorian thing. I still hold on to that moment to this day. But yeah, that's something fun.
I have something funny. You're gonna like your jaw's probably gonna drop when I tell you this. So I actually am a published poet.
Hmm, since when?
So, what was it? Fifth grade. So I was 10, right? I entered a poetry contest, won some portion of it, and it's in a poetry book. I have it in my mom's room.
Now, are you still writing poetry? Are you still doing that?
I have a couple gems written down somewhere.
I
Yeah,
didn't know this. That's cool.
yeah. So I am published somewhere. At fifth grade, like I'm gonna send you the poem. You're gonna be like, "What the?"
Please send me because that's even more because I want to know how deep he was getting in fifth grade in this poem.
Because he told us to use specific, like we had, it was like a vocabulary thing. He's like, "Okay, use these words to put them in a poem," and then I got entered into a contest, and I was supposed to like recite it in DC. Mom would not let me go, but I still got published in the book.
Hmm. Congratulate! Look at this. We were already
Yeah,
academic and literacy achievers even in fifth grade. Look at this.
there we go.
Boom.
All right, what do we have? Nothing.
We do have one. We have one last question. Like this, which is really cool. Like to sum things up. Like what are first of all, it's a two-part question. What are you most thankful for this year, or you feel more blessed for, and then what are you looking forward to next year?
Um, this year I'm grateful that I kind of took the training wheels off and the brake pads off and all that stuff and just went for everything that I wanted to, right? So even if I failed or whatever, like I just was like, and you know, this is kind of a not a perk, but COVID has not necessarily been bad. It's definitely done some things and we've lost limiting lives, but I think that it's given people the opportunity to kind of settle and regroup. Um, and focus on them and giving them time by themselves. So I'm grateful for that time by myself where I was able to call you and have a conversation and it turned into this. I'm grateful to have started my businesses. I'm grateful to have passed my real estate exam. Like all these things, like all that stuff is kind of coming into fruition. And so I'm really grateful for this year for just kind of working on myself. And so I'm excited for next year because I feel like all the foundation that I've laid this year is just gonna like we're gonna we're gonna coast through 2021. And I'm excited about our partnership because we got a lot of fun things ahead. I think this is just the beginning. So again, yeah, this year has definitely been humbling, but it's also been um, a really good transformative time for me. So yeah, that's me. What about you?
I co-sign everything that you said. I think that this has been just a to you. First of all, you have to acknowledge your blessings and what you have had been able to maintain during this year. I think for me, just being bold has been very important for me and really asking for the things out of life that I've wanted. And same with you, taking at least one of the training wheels off because I think that there's still moments where and a real thing like there's just moments where you do stop yourself and there is some doubt. But the fact that I've been able to push past that in certain avenues of my life has really shown me a different side of myself that I'm just really thankful for. And of course, working with you on this partnership and even this platform of doing podcasts like this was not something that I had wanted to do. I was not looking into this. This wasn't my lane. I hate hearing my voice, but the fact that I was doing it with you made it so much more pleasing to me, and I thank you for that. And I just think for next year, it's just keeping the ball rolling. I think that boldness is something that's really important, and I think that as long as I keep that in the back of my mind with every step of the way, like just be bold in this moment. We can't really lose. Like I don't see anything that we do. I don't even see as I see everything as a win.
Yeah,
I don't care how many shirts we sell. I don't care how many people listen. Like everything is a win because it's really like you said, laying that foundation, and we have started this cycle. We started a new cycle, and
yeah,
that's so fucking amazing because I have been wanting to start new cycles. I have been wanting to end cycles, and I see a lot of things ending, and I see a lot of new things beginning. And I'm so happy for that because there's so many new cycles, and you're a part of it in such more of an important. Not, you've always been important to me, but you're in more of a. Oh, they playing music out here. Can you hear it?
I just hear. Hey.
You're a part of it in such a pivotal way, or just a moment that I know is going to see something more. Because when I talk to you, when I get off the phone with you, when I'm doing this, I see our future. I see our achievements. I see these moments. So I'm just really excited. It's gonna be great.
I'm excited. So we're gonna end with this. We just wanted to wish everybody a happy holidays. We did this bonus episode because, one, we love each other, we love talking to each other, but we just wanted to thank you guys for all of your support. And, we were able to give funds to all of these nonprofits that are helping protect, promote, uplift, and save Black lives. So we thank you for all of the people that purchased apparel. We thank you all for listening to this podcast. Like at this point, I don't know what to say. Like we did, this was all just a conversation. Everything that we have that's come was just based off a conversation we had with each other. So we are really appreciative of all the support that has been given to us, and all of the guests that have come on and will come on. We are appreciative to all of you guys as well. So happy holidays.
Happy holidays, happy New Year. We love you all. Thank you so much.
See you later, guys.
Bye bye.